The Blue Jays have another disgusting loss and they blow another save, and this is going to be a continual problem for the Blue Jays unless they start getting creative. The Blue Jays have been wildly inconsistent over the last 4, 6 weeks, and a big reason is this guy right here, Jeff Hoffman. Looking at the top 8 pitchers that have more than 25 saves this year, yeah, it's been incredible that Jeff Hoffman has an incredible amount of strikeouts. However, look at his ERA, 4.69. Like, I don't understand what's going on here. He's obviously been getting a lot of action, but he just cannot close out games properly. This is the potential World Series matchup between Toronto and Milwaukee, and this just kind of shows the division between the two teams. One is obviously strong. They have a great bullpen and they're able to close out games. And even though Toronto has incredible comebacks, they're not able to close out top build teams. Toronto has been heralded as a team that's been able to come back from so many games this year. But once again, if you're not able to have a proper closer and being able to shut out other teams when it matters the most, you are putting yourself in jeopardy and blowing this entire fucking season. Now, as we've fallen out of first in the AL, and now Detroit has leapfrogged over Toronto, I gotta say, New York and Boston, but these are teams that are nipping now at the heels. They're only 3 games back or 2.5 games back, and Toronto, it seems like in the last 3 or 4 weeks, has pretty much been in a free fall, being either 500 or just below 500 in baseball. Now, there's been a lot of chatter lately, between Atkins and Shapiro and obviously Schneider right now. They're talking about potentially moving Jose Barrios to, as a closing pitcher. Now, it's also been reported here over the last couple of weeks that they have been having Trey Savage, pitching, being a starter pitcher. They've actually moved him into kind of like a bullpen situation, like late in the game, just to kind of test out like what they've got with his ability. Can they move him later into the lineup, later into a game? So they have been testing this theory out, and I think that this is a great idea to potentially bring him into the playoffs and utilize him in that capacity for this team moving forward. Obviously, like 5-1, 3.24 ERA. He's pitched a lot of innings. Trey Savage could be the secret deadly weapon that the Blue Jays need to be able to save Hoffman, give them a little bit more versatility in the bullpen, and actually help out in the playoffs. Do you think we should have picked up someone at the deadline? Do you think this kind of falls on Atkins and Shapiro and not kind of getting that last 1 or 2 pieces to have a great run and a deep run in the playoffs? So Blue Jays fans, what do you guys think? Do you think Barrios is going to come in potentially as a late game, addition and a tool for this team? Do you think it's going to be Savage going to be called up and used in the playoffs, or are we going to continue riding out Hoffman? It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen here down the stretch of the last 4 weeks remaining, and hopefully Yankees and the Red Sox aren't going to catch up, and we can kind of stay in a very good heat race with the Detroit Tigers. So